Well, in today's Spotlight, if you're looking to book a ride to take your Valentine out on the town, you might need to find a different option. Thousands of Uber, Lyft, and Door Dash drivers as well are planning to walk off the job tomorrow to protest low pay and unsafe working conditions. Valentine's Day was chosen specifically for this strike call because of higher ride demand on the holiday, which workers hope will amplify the impact of this protest. Rideshare drivers united as independent unions, saying that Lyft and Uber drivers would turn off their apps over what they say is a significant decrease in pay that we've all felt this winter. Now, the group said that its members would not be taking passengers to or from airports in 10 major cities. That includes Austin, Chicago, Miami, Newark, and Philadelphia. I want to bring back my panel here, Mike, John, Christina, and LZ. So happy pre-Valentine's Day to all of you. John, I mean, Valentine's Day is actually one of the biggest ride sharing and food delivery days of the entire year. So what do you take of their message here, deciding to strike on Valentine's Day?
It seems like something has to be done for them. I got a ride the other day, and I think 35–40% of their fare goes to Uber. I mean, it's crazy. And it went up dramatically in the last year or so. Good for them for standing up for themselves, and it'll shake out. And I think it'll be a good result in the end, but they've got to flex their muscles.
Yeah, and Christina, I mean, a lot of these workers, right, that are going to be a part of this, they're considered these independent contract workers, the companies like Uber and Door Dash. So what are the conditions that you know that they've been subjected to, given their employment status?
Yeah, as independent subcontractors, they are not allowed to form a union. And that's why you see them coming together and trying these creative strategies. But you're talking about Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, companies that are making billions of dollars while these workers are having to pay for their gas, their upkeep of their car with no regular protections. We're living through a moment of massive resurgence in the labor movement, and workers are organizing and bringing their power together through strikes. So I think this is just the beginning of what we're going to see with these workers.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the strikes that we saw throughout the year and last summer have really changed the hearts and minds of employers. And LZ, I mean, Lyft has said, though, that their drivers using their own vehicles earned almost $31 an hour, including tips and bonuses. But now the company is promising that its drivers would receive at least 70% of the money that clients pay to ride with them in an effort to boost pay and transparency. I mean, clearly, is that a step in the right direction? Is it enough?
It's a step in the right direction. As far as it being enough, that's really something for the drivers themselves to kind of figure out, you know, juxtaposed for everything else they have to measure against. But I will say that the thing that I love about all of this is that it's calling the tech bros out. You know, they have this moniker of feeling as if they're supposed to be for, you know, the good of society because they're young and hip and all of that. But this is yet again an example in which greed is greed and doesn't really matter what the packaging is.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Mike, this strike call is the first since Uber and Lyft went public in 2019. So what does that say about the gig economy and the workers? And you know what I keep thinking about, Mike, too, is that a lot of these drivers, this is, you know, their side hustle, right? They're doing this to make extra money. Did I read your mind?
You did. You did. First, happy pre-Valentine's to you two as well, Kana. You absolutely read my mind with that. The gig economy was exactly what it was supposed to be, a gig economy. It was never supposed to be intended to be a full-time salary. But the way that we started happening with the recession and with the pandemic, we started seeing the reliability on the gig economy as our full-time job. And so this is really the tension that you're seeing between the gig workers and actually the platforms that they are contractors on and seeking more demands, because what we're seeing, Kana, is this intersection of a cost to work. Christina hit it right in the money, but in terms of we're seeing gas prices are still rising and has not decreased. And so that is why you're seeing so much of an impact and cut into what these drivers are making weekly, which is why I actually like what Lyft is doing with the 7% guaranteed earnings of a week, and then showing where those other expenses are going for the corporation to be more transparent so that we as a society have more understanding of how the calculations and the business models works, so more gig workers can make more of a conscious decision. Don't be a gig worker, or would I like to go in somewhere full time?
Right, and of course, then you have to keep in mind that like gas prices are more than $6 in California. It's just different from state to state, and they're all having the same struggle. Mike, John, Christina, and LZ, our thanks to all of you guys. We so appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.